Hey y'all, how's it going? Uh, Happy Wednesday morning to you. It is nice and quote unquote early, I guess, or what's become early during this COVID whateverness. Uh, Second time this week I'm getting on the video stuff to just vent. I don't know. Um, well, no. I do know, but I don't know what to do. I do know that we are allowed, by say we, I mean the general American public, are allowed to protest peacefully. I, in the military, have restrictions on that. I understand that. If our president had decided to walk down the street and those military members that were activated to quell and to quash the riots had done what they did, had tear gassed and suppressed my fellow military members who had decided to attend a protest. Okay, shouldn't have done that. We all know that. These people were not military. These people, these protesters, these Americans were members of the clergy. Were normal Americans. And you tear gas them? So you could go to stand in front of a church, wave a Bible around like it means something to you, and cause further distension and strife. No. No. And the Chief of Joint Chiefs of Staff and the Secretary of Defense went along and they said, well, we didn't know where we were going. I call BS on that one. I call BS on that. Their travel is planned out well in advance most times for security detail purposes and everything like that. It has to be. And for them to say they didn't know what was going, maybe they didn't know exactly what the plan was. Maybe. We'll give them a shadow of the doubt, benefit of the doubt, rather. But they could have stopped and said, no, we're not going with you on this one. This is you. You're going by yourself. And they chose to lie in that bed with him. Figuratively. They chose to do that. And they chose to tell the American public and really us in the DoD that, hey, this is okay. This is what we're going to do. And that's scary to me. And that really, really bothers me. And I've never disobeyed a lawful order my entire life. I believe in what the military does, and I have served it and will continue to serve it. But this is not okay. I can say that I'm tired, but I'm not tired. I'm just angry and frustrated. I'm going to say it again, and I'll say it every time. I'm not going to be quiet. And And I will say that a lot of you, your silence, your inaction speaks so much. It speaks volumes to me. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, for Christ's sake, he unleashed tear gas. He unleashed the military on peaceful protesters. They weren't looting the White House. They weren't anarchists and whatever. These are peaceful protesters allowed to do that. And who took these people in? Who was sheltering them? Getting 20 of these people inside? It wasn't a maggot. It wasn't someone with a Make America Great hat on. It was an immigrant. Mr. Rahul Dubey, and I hope I said that right. And if I don't, please tell me how to say it. I don't know. Sheltering people into this house to escape being tear gassed, not by some invader or aggressor, but by our own government. The people that are supposed to protect and defend democracy. And I'll tell you that Mr. Dubey, to me, has shown more American values and more Christian values than the main occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania has ever, in my mind. Mr. Dubey has more values or apparent values and Christian values than a large portion of so many white evangelicals who for so long have claimed religious oppression and saying that they're oppressed and so on and so forth. And they finally got their man, they finally got someone who would listen to them in the POTUS, current POTUS. And they've taken it and run with it. Some white evangelicals that I know have done more than just openly support the president. They've gone and they've been on religious councils with him. And they've told people through their actions that, he's a good person. He's not. That it's okay to like this guy. It's not. Policies aside, what he's doing right now is should be alarming to everybody, because it sure as hell scares me. And if you're sitting there telling me that you believe that he's a God-fearing man and he espouses the values and the characteristics of the God that you serve, then I want no part of that God. I don't. I really don't want any part of that at all. It means that we separate our friendships or whatever from this, then that is what is okay, because this is not Christ-like. This is not what Jesus wanted. The Jesus that I know, the Jesus I learned about in school, and yes, I did go to a Christian school, but whatever, would never want harm to those seeking justice. Period. Dot. And you can say, well, president's only one man. BS. No, that's BS. There's no need to apologize for what he's doing right now. There's no need to rationalize it. Can you imagine Jesus sitting there after he'd cleared house, celebrating it and celebrating suppressing this, people and hurting people and saying, well, it's overwhelming force, domination. That's not okay. It's not. I love you all. I think this is a benchmark time in our country's history. I think it is a chance for us to do as much right as we can. I think it is a chance for us to stand up for inequality, stand up to inequality, and to really make a difference. I'm there with you guys, and I want you guys to know that this is what people are doing. Peaceful protesting is okay. Just, I don't even know. I don't know what to say anymore. Y'all be good.